Welcome, wonderful people. I am the Loose Critic, and today I'll be giving you my loose impressions of Multiversus, developed by Player First Games and published by Warner Bros. With a name like that, they have a lot of well-known IPs in this game. Player First has a ton of talent from across the industry, and for the studio's first game, I have to say it is pretty solid. So far, I've spent about 7 hours in-game. Let's take a look at the settings menu. So starting with controls, there are a controller and keyboard and mouse. I recommend for actually playing the game using a controller. I tried to use keyboard and mouse, but it was a little uncomfortable with the hands, even after doing some rebinding and stuff. There's just a lot of different keys and inputs that need pressed together. I have rebound my directional keys for up, left, right, and down to the thumb pads. It's just feels a little bit more at home putting them there compared to the joystick, and I think that's just because of a lot of Smash Brothers experience. I used the D-pad a lot when I would move there. One unfortunate thing that does mean is that you cannot rebind taunt to any other gamepad inputs. You can't do combined inputs by holding like right trigger and a D-pad input or something like that. You can, however, still go ahead and rebind them to the keyboard down here, and you can still use the scrolled too far. You can still use the keyboard inputs to taunt. So these do work together, which is good for accessibility because that means that you can play with the controller and gamepad as needed and switch between them without too many problems. As for the interface, there's a lot of accessibility here. You're able to customize the colors for yourself, your ally, and your opponents. Personally, I like seeing myself as a nice bright green, and then I leave everything else the same. Audio, got some good classic audio settings. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Subtitles if you want. Mature language, ask your parents before turning on. Make sure you ask. They'll know if you don't. Graphics settings, pretty standard. Their monitors, it says that it's going to my secondary monitor, but it's not. It is properly displaying on my 2K monitor. VSync, I'm going to disable that because I use G-Sync with my monitor. Visuals, character occlusion when they go behind things, good. Their presets detected very high, which is good since I'm using a 2080 Ti. Online and legal. There is an auto party with your teammate, which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you don't mind playing with strangers, because you do get bonus XP and gold for playing with a teammate. There's cross-platform, which is really good for the game's potential lifespan. Preferred server region, let's go ahead and select North America. And you can go ahead and link your Muxi, or whatever that is. It looks like it's a live stream service. I haven't messed with it. Yeah. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room. There is a battle pass. Now, personally, I am very often against the battle pass system. It usually depends on how incentivized the player is to buy it. In this case, they have a lot of good points against them. Well, for them, not against them. One of those being the fact that there is a free pass that you can unlock, and you can progress through the battle pass without buying it. There have been games that didn't succeed very long that did lock progression of the battle pass behind buying it. Whereas here you can see how much you'll actually go ahead and play throughout a season, and if you've played enough, buy the battle pass if you want. But if you were like me, and you're probably going to stop after you make a video, then there is no incentive to buy the battle pass. And you'll be able to see like how far you get. Say if I only made it to level 11 in the battle pass, don't have to buy it. I'm also typically against battle passes in games that you have to pay for, and this game is free. There is an early access period going on right now for Twitch drops when I am making this video, but moving forward it will be free. There's a collection menu that lets you see all of the characters. Now, another part that I don't necessarily like is the fact that characters are locked behind currency. And the currency that you earn is very slow, the in-game currency, which is just gold. And then there's the premium currency, which is Glenium. And that is a pretty below average, I'd say, reward for paying the $5 and $10. $10 gets you 1-to-1 even. Typically in games, $10 will get you like the 1,000 equivalent or the 100 equivalent or whatever have you, plus like 10% on top of it. It does, however, at $50 give you an extra 1,000. It's a little skimpy compared to a lot of the premium currencies in other games. There's a Founders Pack, which gets you a lot of stuff, and there's a Premium, Deluxe, and Standard. There are character tickets, which, because I don't support microtransactions as much as I can, because I personally disdained the practice, I haven't checked what the character tickets actually do. But back to the collections menu. So some characters are locked, and to unlock these, they do cost different amounts of currency. If I click on Superman here, or actually if I hover over Superman, is it here? There are different skill levels to the some of the characters. There's Expert, which is what Arya is. There you go, top right here. And then there is... Why is Superman's not firing? Maybe the normal ones don't have that marking, which would be a little weird. But then Iron Giant, Expert... There we go. Garnet recommended. Steven is an expert. Tom and Jerry is an expert. Yeah, it looks like some of them don't have an icon here. I think that's just a UI oversight. So there's 3 tiers, and each tier costs a different amount to unlock. If you click unlock here, Superman, for example, is 2,000 gold or 700 of their premium currency, so $7. Arya is 3,000 gold or $7, so this price doesn't change, just the in-game currency. And then Garnet is 1,500 gold or $7. Each character does right now have a skin. Some of them, like the Iron Giant, have multiple skins, and they are pretty great. Some of them are unlocked with gold, others are unlocked with premium currency, some are unlocked through the battle pass. Well, with that said, even though the characters are locked, you can go into the lab here, and you can play every character here in the lab, even if you don't own them. You saw that I didn't have Arya unlocked. You can also play with any of their skins to see if you like it. And this is something that is very, very appreciated. Not restricting the player to looking up a video or watching other people play with the skin and seeing if they like it. They can go into game and they can test it themselves. Also, I'm realizing that my controls are not quite what I want them to be. One moment. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you can go in here and you can switch between any of the characters. Iron Giant, you can look at this ridiculous skin. And you'll have to forgive me, I haven't actually played with any of these characters. But yeah, so with that, they earned some good brownie points. Let's go back to the main menu. Well, with that said, I don't think there's anything left to do but get into game. There are 4 game modes. There is 1 versus 1, teams, co-op versus AI, and free-for-all. The game is heavily centered around teams. You have perks, which actually, let me show you those. If we go with Bugs Bunny, who's my favorite so far, you have perks here. And these perks change how you play very, 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 very minimally. Each character has 2 of these primary perks that you unlock at level 8 and 10 with the character. And Bugs Bunny, he can have a burst when he exits his tunnel, or he has a stun for his side special that you can change to leave on the map. And then you have a bunch of side perks here, and you can choose perks from all of the other characters if you want. They are cheaper if you have unlocked them on another character. So there's a lot of small customizability you can do there that'll ever so slightly adjust your gameplay. With that said, let's just go into a 1v1 for now, just to make it easy. There's custom game modes where you can create local play and play with your friends and do 1v1s there. And there are tutorials. The tutorials were pretty in-depth and covered everything you need to know, and there are optional advanced tutorials that you can play as well. Matchmaking times have been pretty quick, even in the 1v1s. They're a little slower than the 2v2s. The 2v2s pop almost immediately, and I will show you those after this. Matches can go pretty fast. They last anywhere from a minute to a few minutes. And mechanically, it plays very similar to, I would say, Super Smash Bros. Melee over Brawl or 4 or Ultimate. It's very quick. There's no real lag when you hit someone. There's no frame freeze. I don't know if that's a term. I'm not a fighting game expert, but I know in like Guilty Gear Strive, when you hit someone, there is typically a small freeze in the frame that allows you to easily buffer your next input. And yeah, so Bugs Bunny, he can go into the tunnel. Each character plays extremely different. Bugs can make a tunnel, Finn can like buy from a shop, and he has a bunch of basic sword moves. And oof, I have not hit him yet. Alright, let's see. And forgive me if I get a little quiet in here. But yeah, it feels good to play. Inputs are responsive. It does have rollback netcode, which is always a big win. And down smash. Oh, wow, it came back. That is impressive. Good to know that Finn has a teleport move. I haven't played around with all of the characters quite yet. Bugs Bunny also can pull out a pie and throw it as one of his moves. A little different from Smash Bros. Is that all of the characters have... One moment. All of the characters have charge attacks as like one of their basic attacks, and they have charge attacks for their basic attacks, so like right there, and then their side attacks are normally what you'd expect to be just smashing the button. So like this is just his side smash. That's his only non-charge attack outside of his doing that in the air. Otherwise, he charges his mallet, he charges his pie, he charges an up kick, and that is different for every character. Every character has a different attack that they can charge and not charge, and it's different between all of their kits. One of the things I really like about Bugs Bunny is he's very good at not going out. He has a lot of recovery potential. And dodging also works a little interesting in this game. You have that little blue bar underneath you, and you can essentially just spam that dodge, and there's no shield like there is in Smash Bros. So you can't just stand there and charge your shield. But on that note, there's also no grabs that aren't a part of like a character's kit. Go to my tunnel. And Bugs Bunny can go back through his tunnel as a quick maneuver. He can also throw things through his tunnel. And yeah, controls are responsive. There's all the classic Smash things where you can charge aerial attacks close to the ground, like this. You can chain those together. There's, as you saw earlier, the down spikes. Classic controls. And there we go, I win. Victory! There's an option at the end of every match to rematch. You can do that once per fight. Well, you can do that twice per fight. It makes it go to best of 3 if you do that. Rematch? Okay. There's also a mechanic after the game is over to toast players. It's essentially like the old League of Legends system where you could give people honor. It just gives the person you toast a little bit of extra gold. I also know that there's another control here that I want to mess with. What was it? It was the swap, ground, and neutral attacks. So there's a lot of customization options here in the controller that lets you adjust things how you want. You can adjust your buffer input, your tap, jump, attack can pick up items, you can turn that off. Fast fall method, you can change between tap and hold. You can make your right stick do attacks or specials if you want to use that. And let's go ahead and show you another character here.
I am darkness. I am the night. I am Batman.
Batman has been pretty good at juggling. Oh, he switched to. So I've been liking him quite a bit. And when you team up with allies, you'll see here that it says on stacked. That means if you and your ally both take that, you get a stronger buff. And I'll hopefully be able to show you that when we go into doubles. Shaggy is great. All of the characters are fully voiced by mostly professional voice actors. If you've seen some of the upcoming character leaks, you'll know not all of the voice acting is completely up to par. So far, everything's been good. All of the quips that characters have back and forth between each other has been really enjoyable, and really, there's a lot of really good puns from Bugs that I fucking love.
Like we couldn't pick a less ghost-filled place to fight.
And Batman can throw batarangs, classic Batman move.
Out of batarangs.
He can throw smoke, which makes him invisible and slows down his allies, or his enemies, I should say. Don't slow down his allies, that would be a shame.
This one's for Shaggy.
And overall, he's a bit of a brawler. He can grapple hook up to people, and then all of his hit is pretty based around punching and throwing the batarang.
Batarangs.
Clever bomb placements. Well, not bomb placements, but pulling it out. It's very quick. He does have a down spike, which is awesome. Aha! See? Awesome! What'd I tell you?
Blue team. Like, quit yanking my chain, Batman.
Let's throw down a smoke, and we'll grapple him while he's not watching. Nope.
Not ready. Still
Woo!
prepping batarangs.
Sometimes the grapple's a little weird.
Batarangs not
Pulls you a
ready.
little bit farther than
That's
you
not
think
ready.
it would. Ooh, this guy's got a good feel for Shaggy's combo attacks. One of my big problems with the combat is it's a little bit confusing sometimes to know which direction you're facing. You have to make sure that you adjust your input to look left and right, even though sometimes you might have thought you already had done it. You change your direction. It doesn't seem like it always goes the way I'm expecting it to. Come on, get that second down spike. Go, go, go. Nope, nope, nope. That was a bit of a cluster hit. Nope, nope, nope. Something I've always prided myself on in these kind of games is being able to get back in the ring with absurd amounts of damage. Just always feels good to do.
Batarangs not ready.
And the dodges do stop your momentum. Oh, no. Bad. When two mediocre players fight, there is a lot of whipped attacks.
Red team.
Need to analyze those sandwiches.
Alright. Let's just finish this fight, shall we?
Batarangs not ready.
See, like right there, I thought I was facing left, but I clearly wasn't.
Out of batarangs.
Yeah, each character's kit is very different from each other. I haven't played any characters or played against any characters. I thought, oh, that's just the other character's move. Oh god, I'm getting my ass handed to me. I need to finish this. Alright, I got this. Nope, nope. No, 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 no! I didn't have it! He down spiked me back. Alright, we're not gonna do best of 3. We're gonna go on to duos. I'll see you over there.
Dude, this is why I never trust a guy in a mask.
Actually, this is a good time to talk about how much gold you get per round. It's very minuscule. On average, even with the win, you will get, without toasts, anywhere from 15 to 40 gold. And that is pathetic. The currency that you get for just playing is so low. And the Battle Pass progression has these missions that I am not a fan of as well. I don't like being restricted on how much progression on the Battle Pass I can get in a day. You do get some progression for just playing, but it is so small. It is a... How do I put this? It is a mechanic used to draw players back each day to keep playing so that there isn't a big gap between every single Battle Pass season. They want people to slowly progress every day, which means if you join late, you're not going to complete the battle pass. It's not going to happen. You need to be playing from early on, or else you don't stand a chance to complete it all.
Choose your character.
Easy does it, old sport.
Yeah, the animations are good. The quips are good. The music is good. Soundtrack is enjoyable. All of the UI sounds and all of the small little SFX on the menu buttons and widgets are enjoyable. This is a level 1 Velma, so we won't see any of the perk working. Maybe Wonder Woman and Batman will have a similar perk. Probably not. They're both pretty low level as well. All of the maps are really well designed too. There's a lot of uniqueness between each of them. I do wish that you could choose to match up without hazards on a lot of the maps, but I understand that that would split the player base, and you know, they want to make sure that the player base is as quick as possible right now, especially on launch. They don't want a lot of downtime between matches. They want people to go, go, go. All right. Velma's a good character to see some of the co-op work, because she has a couple abilities that buff. She can pick you up. She can make you the target of some of her abilities. And let's just kick this Batman's ass real quick. Oh. Uh-oh, land, all right. You get 2 jumps for the air, something I haven't covered yet. 1, 2, but you also get 2 dodges in the air. 1, 2. And let's go ahead and do some little bamboozling here. We'll throw this down. And then we will hit it. That did absolutely nothing. I don't know what I meant by doing some bamboozling. Let's see if we can hit them up. Nope. If I can hit them up, then I can, Oh, no, no, no. Where did that rocket go? Doesn't matter. We'll just down spike her into oblivion. I do love my characters with the down spikes. They are some of the most satisfying moves to pull off. Batman looks like he's good to go. Let's go ahead and help Velma finish him off. Ooh, or I can get myself finished off.
Are you listening?
Ooh, that was a good whip by her. Batman, you have to go. Oh my gosh, I am not helping at all. There we go. You have to go, sir. It is your time to leave. No, not mine. There we go. All right. Totally earned it. And my pie went the absolutely wrong way. Embarrassing.
I see you.
Let's go ahead and save Velma here. Notice they haven't gotten either of us out. That is nice. I might have spoken too soon. Yeah, I did. Okay, I am Bugs Bunny. I am an uncatchable rabbit. Many have tried Elmer Fudd, Daffy Duck, but I am just too wily. And one thing Buzz can also do is he can hold out this Acme box to pull out random item, which also has a cooldown. Oh, perfect. And as you saw, there's a lot of different ring out things that people can buy and unlock through the battle pass system, and that just customizes the colors and the effects when you ring out people. There's a few different customization options there. There's banners, you can see the toast behind the Velma player.
Let's go!
I'll show you one more character. Let's look at Harley Quinn.
Choose your character.
So you get the same 4 starting characters. I think it's 4. I'll count them here in a second. But you get the same. You get Shaggy, Wonder Woman, Haz, Jake, and Harley. So 5. You get 5 characters by default. And it's a pretty good mix. They all have very different playstyles. Again, all of the characters have very different playstyles. But there are some classes between them that emphasizes a little bit more on how some of them play. You can see Harley is an assassin. I believe Velma's a support. I believe Wonder Woman was a guardian. Batman is a brawler. Not all these names may be completely accurate, but they convey the meaning. That doesn't do anything outside of just kind of give you a vague idea of what their kits are going to be doing. And Harley is a juggler, which is another style I like. Aside from down spikes, I like keeping people in the air and hitting them over and over.
Prepare yourself!
So let's do that, shall we? Let's be a clown and juggle.
Ooh, if Wendy hits me, I may never watch that spot again.
She can throw little bat bombs that she can then trigger whenever she wants and time them for good moments. Nope, nope. I haven't played her in a little while. Let's go ahead and... She has a dodge that shoots out a little fisty, like that. She can put down this little jack-in-the-box, which if she activates it with a square, it will reset all of her air cooldowns, but if an enemy triggers it, it does damage. Alright, let's do some juggling.
Big trouble now.
Also, this car thing just carries you off the edge of the map, and I hate it. And I have no clue how to... Okay, you just have to outrun it.
Round six, I'll give
Alright, let's focus on actually winning. Hold on. I can do this.
Anyone catch the identification placard on that subway train?
I don't have a jump. That was bad. That was embarrassing. Alright.
Not nice, not cool.
You cannot escape.
I am not a good Harley. This is sad. What a match to go out on.
Listen up. Sorry about your back.
There we go. That's a juggle. Let's at least get the Velma out too, eh?
Will stop me this time.
I hate this thing so much. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Get out, 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 get out.
Red team!
No! The down spike by the Velma. Oh, that Velma was very, very good at what she was doing. Damn. Good game, good game. I'll post these fellows.
I'm feeling wonderful right now.
Rematch? Nice.
Sorry, partner. No best of 3 from me. Gotta go. Okay, see here? 22 gold. It's not a lot. Battle Pass progress, you get match bonus. 3 per round that you go. If you win any of those, you get 2 per win.
Choose your character.
Multiversus is available for free currently across multiple platforms and digital stores, including Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation. Should you buy it? You don't have to. It's free. Go ahead and try it out. It's worth your time. It's very quick to hop in, play a game. If you like the feel of it, you can keep playing. If not, don't. It has my support. It's enjoyable. I hope that they're able to maintain a player base. The way they have their battle pass set up, I think that it might encourage a lot of FOMO from people who don't hop on board right away, and it might leave a bad taste in the mouth of people who decide to take a break and come back later. But it's an enjoyable game if you don't care about all of the microtransactions and progression and unlocking all of the characters. If you can just find a couple that you like by trying them for free in the lab, and you unlock those slowly as you get the gold to do so, you'll have a good time with it. Thank you for watching. I have been the Loose Critic. If you enjoyed this video, you can show your support by hitting the like or subscribe buttons below, and if you didn't, you can hit the dislike button. Trust me, my feeling will be hurt. I'll see you next time.